Hi guys, and a welcome from me. It's Championship Manager 0102, the epic game that's now over 20 years old. So, I'm going to go to an ODB save of mine that I wanted to just share with you guys. And you can see on the screenshot right in front of you, I call this On The Road. So basically, this is ODB through and through. The only change I've got to the ODB setup is the speed and the coloured attributes. So I started as Wigan. I'm sure you've all had games as Wigan. Wigan start in Division 2 and they start with a fairly decent squad and quite a few quid as well. So you could say it's not really a challenge, but the idea of it, and at the time I wanted to do exactly what I've ended up doing, and as you can probably work it out now. So I took Wigan. I think my first, let's have a look now then. So we're at Wigan for a few seasons, and if we go to the domestic, so we won the second division, won the first. We come second in the Premier League. I think I lost that on the last game of the season. They won the title and retained the title. And after retaining the title, now I've not won the Champions League. I should point out, I lost the Champions League in 05-06 to Man United, who have been just typical ODB style. They've been rampant at the top there. So I left Wigan in 06. And I joined Paris Saint-Germain, who, so let's go to Paris Saint-Germain. And as you can see, Paris Saint-Germain had finished the previous season in 13th. So I had, as you can see, I had back-to-back titles for Paris Saint-Germain. Really, really pleased. I'd never actually played in France before because the transfers is a bit weird. Like when the window closes, you can buy one player or something like that. And I don't know, it was really strange. But anyway, we did it. And in all fairness, I think it's fair to say, it was one man that did it for me, and he's actually left, and that was Ronaldinho. And then, of course, we moved to Valencia. And Valencia, what a fairy tale first season it was at Valencia. We won the title, and it went right toward almost the last game. I think there was a game or so to spare, and we lost it to Barcelona, and they were my biggest competitors. So this season, my second season with Valencia, is we've got a Champions League assault. I haven't played this ODB game for a while, to be honest with you. I haven't really played much CM. I played more one of my network games when I do get time. So whilst the weekend ahead of us, I'm going to hit on that a little bit more time. I had to do something really drastic last weekend. I wasn't able to play any CM. I had to spend some time with my daughter, which was just absolutely outrageous. My wife said I should have a break from CM. Don't worry, I spoke to the solicitor. She's going. So, yeah, this season's a big season for Valencia. Now, I mean, I even contemplated, if I'm honest with you, I contemplated leaving Valencia this season, but it really depended on what jobs was available to me. These are the countries that got open, so I called it On The Road. And the last time I had a game like this, I played a network game with Gary Johnston, and we started, I think, in Holland. I think we had England and Spain, and I love the idea of dotting about. But what you've got to remember, we're in 09 now, so we are 8 seasons in, and you can see I picked up an aging Paul Scholes there. I didn't start with a massive amounts of money over at Valencia. Cherno Samba, he has followed me. You can see he's followed me all over the shop, but he's never really been number one for me. I think when I was at Wigan, there's a few self-imposed rules I have. One of them is I have no whib wob. Secondly, I have at least 3 at the back. And as you can see, I've got at least, and thirdly, you must have 2 wide players. Another rule that I have, I'm not allowed to purchase Toe Madeira, and ordinarily I have a rule in that you can't buy, in my own little mind, that you cannot buy Maximum Sigalco. However, when I first started playing the Wigan game, my brother was doing the Wigan game as well simultaneously, and he said, oh no, I'm buying Maximum Sigalco. I thought, well, fuck you then. If you're having Sigalco, I'm having him as well. So I did buy Sigalco when at Wigan, and he is still there, as you can see. He's killing it, isn't he? He really is killing it. But he didn't. I weren't able to bring him to PSG or Valencia with me. But a few players, I think 1 or 2 have made the move over from one team to the next. So as far as this was my great buy over the turn of this summer. Absolute lovely buy. Really pleased with Mido, and he's still really young as well. The non-EC rule's a bit of a shithead, as you can see. So yeah, decent looking squad. So we've got a big season ahead of us, and I've only recently just kicked it off. We drew with Barcelona in the what I assume is the equivalent Charity Shield, but we did really well. So like I said, I call this my on the road, where I want to go around. Sometimes I do what's called a rags to riches, which I'm sure you know what that is. You start from a real little team and you work them all the way up. If you're going to do Russian and Diamonds and call it a rags to riches, fuck off. You're a cheat. Because Russian Diamonds is another team, of course, on the ODB that start with a lot of money. That Hurtado, I think he's got a big future, that guy. So yeah, so this is where I'm at, and it's very few solo games I really get into, particularly so long. Part of me is a little bit. Oh look, he moved around with me, Stephen Pearson, good old Stephen Pearson, and I missed him initially. Part of me is a little bit bored. I won the title, a little bit bored. One thing I certainly don't change anything from the ODB other than the speed and the coloured attributes. And the one thing I retained, which I don't like, is the contract protection bullshit. You remember that? If it's protected, and why is it not telling me about its protection? Okay, let's just have a look at a player. Did we not do the protection in Spain or something? The fuck? Right, okay. Ah, no, it's because I've loaded it on a different fucking thing. I'm looking at the contract protection thing and why does it don't say it? It's because I've just fired the game up on a different version of CM. But so the contract protection, do you remember that thing when it's not protected, you can pick players up on tribunal set fees, which is exactly what I did with. You might argue he's a bit old, but do you know what? If I can get a season or two out of him, I'll be really pleased. Who else did I pick up? Oh, because I brought fucking loads of players. Yeah, nothing outstanding. I want to say that I got him on that as well, because I wouldn't really have offered 4.3 as a strange amount for me, and probably him as well, and probably I don't know. Either way, so this is my on the road game. I have managed to. Do you know what? I won the FA Cup with Wigan. But I don't think I didn't win any cups with Paris Saint-Germain, and I didn't win anything with Valencia. So my objective is to try. This is my objective. If I can keep interested in it long enough, particularly when players are starting to go out of it a little bit. Sorry, one other thing about the ODB. I said that I changed the speed and the updates. Also fixed the Tapani regen, so the regens don't dry up basically. For me, those three things, I mean, the coloured attributes is just no here or there, don't impact the game. The speed don't impact the game, but the regens, you know, a lot of people have played the ODB and they say that they play 10 seasons plus into it and goals dry up, regens don't appear, the position and the determination's all shit. There was a patch that was released with Nix Patcher, which rectifies that, but there is a way around getting a Nix Patcher on the ODB. That is explained in another video. Yeah, so there we go. That is my on the road ODB challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've got any questions about this game or anything else, do let us know. And if you've got any requests of anything you want done CM related, give me a shout and I will try to do it for you. Till next time, guys, take it easy.